Okay.
I try.
All right, we'll bring the August 4th Area Plan Commission meeting to order. If you would, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You ready, Mr. Glancy? We'll do a roll call.
Raymond Bear.
Here.
Jerry Cadell.
Here.
Josh Courtney.
Here.
Frank Hicks.
Here.
Travis Lemaster. John Pearson.
Here.
Karen Poland. Dana Richmond.
Present.
Clayton Schultz.
Here.
Ron Stewart.
Here.
Randy Atkins.
Yes, here. All right. Okay, moving to item 3, if you would, please. Let's review the minutes of the regular meeting for June 2nd, 2025.
I'll move we approve the minutes.
Okay, any questions about the minutes? Okay, we have a motion from Clayton Schultz to approve the minutes. We have a second? Second from Karen Pullen. Let's do a roll call vote, please.
Raymond Bear.
Yes.
Jerry Cadell.
Yes.
Josh Courtney.
Yes.
Frank Hicks.
I sustained, I wasn't here.
John Pearson.
Yes.
Karen Poland.
Yes.
Dana Richmond.
Abstain.
Clayton Schultz.
Yes.
Ron Stewart.
Abstain.
You have 7?
Randy Atkins.
Yes. By number 7?
Yes.
All right.
Motion passes.
Minutes approved, thank you. Okay, take a look at the June 30th executive session meeting minutes. Basically, they're just a reflection of the topics in which were discussed. Any questions about the executive session minutes? Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
A motion from Jerry Caudle,
Second.
second from Frank Hicks. Roll call vote when you're ready, Mr. Glancy.
Raymond Bear.
Yes.
Jerry Cadell.
Yes.
Josh Courtney.
Abstain.
Frank Hicks.
Yes.
John Pearson.
Yes.
Karen Poland.
Yes.
Dana Richmond.
Yes.
Clayton Schultz.
Yes.
Ron Stewart,
Yes.
we're good.
Motion carries. Okay, the last set of minutes for our approval would be the June 30th special meeting minutes. Any comments or corrections to the June 30th special meeting minutes? Hearing none,
Make a motion to approve?
we have a motion from Josh Courtney and a second from Karen Pullen. Roll call vote.
Raymond Bear,
Yes.
Jerry Cadell,
Yes.
Josh Courtney,
Yes.
Frank Hicks,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Karen Poland,
Yes.
Dana Richmond,
Yes.
Clayton Schultz,
Yes.
Ron Stewart.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, moving to item number 4, public hearing on docket 011-25. Mr. Glancy, would you like to give us an overview of that?
I believe Mr. Sanders is here. Yeah. So we have a request to change from a general business in Van Buren to a residential 3. That's what is pretty close to that. The parcel contains a house and a former business, and the business is closed, and there's no plans at this point to reopen the business. The surrounding zoning and uses is an industrial I-2 right across the street. To the east is general business, to the south is general business, and to the west is general business. I believe it's to the west, it's just like a lot, it's not a block or two. So the site includes a single-family home and a closed business. The parcel's current general business zoning reflects its prior use as a commercial building. The applicant states to intend to maintain the residence and discontinue the business operation. The R3 zoning exists less than a block it's to the east, not to the west, I'm sorry. Making this request geographically adjacent to other residential uses. But again, it's still surrounded by business and across the street's industrial. I've not had any public comments received at the time of this assessment or the rest of the time. And if you have any questions about the maps that I put in, I think that kind of makes it pretty clear.
Mr. Sanders, would you like to come sign in at the podium and share with us?
I had a stroke on May 7th, so I'm almost a little out of it for a minute, so sorry. Well, my name's Tyrone Saunders, and I run my business there for in Van Buren for about 5 years now, in which I've been in business about 25 years. I would like to change that to residential, to keep it going in good standards for my wife. I have heart surgery tomorrow. I don't know how things are gonna turn out. Things are just kind of on the rubble right now. So I don't want any burden on my family, community, or anything like that that would, you know, make that place go downhill, because it was really bad when I first got it. And I've turned that place around, and I'd like to keep that way because of the businesses there and the housing residential behind me. I bought the business, I bought the land behind it, and then the residential home is my mother's, then it's across the street, and got friends that are down the way, and then there's a vacant building or a house just from about south of the property as well. Then you got the Legion and Lions Club and such. To the north, there would be was Weaver Popcorn, and they've soon since have tore one of their buildings down there. So there's really nothing on that side other than a seed building, that they call it, a seed building. So in that respect, but due to the fact of my wife and mother and whatnot having to deal with anything in case something would happen, I'm not saying hoping that God got me here today, so this far. So, but I just would like to, hate to see that property go downhill in case something did. If the building's paid off, I would like to see good use put to it, and I don't see a sense of going anywhere else. I like the town, I like the people like me, so I kind of just like to keep it and turn it to residential. That's all. Is there anything that you'd like for me to ask or answer?
I'll tell you what, we'll ask if there's anybody in opposition, and then we'll give the board members the opportunity to ask any questions. I mean, we could do that now. Does anyone have any questions for Tyrone at this point?
I have been in contact with some of the neighbors around, and I've seen their letters, so they know. And of course, Donnie Plummer there in town, you know, they all, in the precinct of the religion, all come up and ask me. Some of them didn't even call, they just come up to me, what you got to sign up for? So, they know.
Any questions for Mr. Saunders?
No, I just wish everybody in Van Buren took care of their place like Ty does.
Wow,
She's done a good job.
Thank you. Cane or no cane, I'm still out there, so don't worry about that. As long as the Lord let me go, I'm gonna keep it going, so.
It may be a question for Mr. Glancy too, but I guess would he not be able to keep his house there if it's a general business? I guess I don't know what it is he's not able to do. Or what it is.
I'm a contractor,
Yeah.
okay, construction, and I'm not able to do that now, so I had to shut that part down.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Just it being R3, is there like, can you add more additions to your home, or how?
I could if I wanted to look back, but not going to do nothing about that. No need to do that.
Like he's situated where there's
Yeah.
residential just east of him and south of him, along with the businesses. But where he's at, it really doesn't affect, you know, any of the commercial or residential will be fine where he's talking about.
I think what he's trying to get at is what benefit is it to go from this down to residential?
Yeah, I'd hate for Mr. Saunders to have us go through the paperwork and him go through the paperwork and pay the fee if he and his wife are able to live there just as well for 30 years with it as it is now. I mean, I'm from what I've heard so far, not hearing opposition, I don't see an issue with it, but I guess I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Why to switch it to commercial?
Yeah, or why switch it to R3, yeah.
Because I had read somewhere that you're really not supposed to live in a commercial building. So I just want to be everything would be legit. And it's more apt for people that are in the residential part of it, that maybe in case something happened to me and there's something, that it would be taken care of. Somebody would love that place. You know what I mean? And it would be easier for somebody
So if you were
to buy
trying
that.
to sell it,
Yeah, But that's not gonna happen, as
Well,
long
yeah.
as I'm
Right.
walking on.
But 10 years from now, 30 years from
Yeah.
now, in theory,
Right, to be able, because when it was a commercial building and it went down,
Yeah.
okay, it was down for like 13 years.
okay.
You know what I mean? And it was awful. It really was. And I brought it up to be not awful in the town. It's a small town. And there are buildings going down, and there are communities inside the community of buildings and houses that are going down. We have one just right next to me there that it's just been abandoned for a long time, and it's just going, you know. So I would like for it to be residential, not only for myself, my wife, but in case in future down the road, when she's not here, I'm not here, whatever, that somebody could get the opportunity to have that and keep that up.
Okay.
Yeah,
As a home, just
sure.
Any
And that's why I work
questions
so
for-
hard to keep it up for the community, because that's just what, you know, a person needs to do these days, is take care of things and make things look nice. We have a popcorn festival
Yeah.
in town, and every year I'm out there doing what I can to make it look as best as it can, because that's a reflection
Yeah.
on our town. My place and other places that people keep up is a reflection on the town. And you can have town growth without a reflection. If people come through and they see a bunch of houses and their businesses and they're run down, whatever, you're not gonna get too many people or takers to come to that town. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanna do. I wanna do something for myself and my life and keep things up and make it look nice for the town. Not just myself, but for the town.
Any other questions for Mr. Saunders? Thank you, Tyrone. Anybody in the audience opposed to the request? Hearing no opposition, we will close the public hearing at this time of 011-25. Commission members, the floor is open for discussion.
I'd be curious to hear Mr. Glancy's answer. If there was, is there something that he could do with a home in R3 that he couldn't do with general? Where I'm at, I'd hate for us, this board 5 years from now, the land is sold and someone says, oh, I'd love to build a business there. And we say, oh, no, you can't because it's R3. And then we have to go through this process again, especially if the house can be kept with the current zoning. And there's not much general business on this map. Part of me would hate to get rid of it, but I'm open to hear.
I think you're bring up an excellent point. I didn't think it was my place until I got asked to put that in here. As far as the advantage, I mean, Mr. Saunders is perfectly in his rights to live on that property and keep it up as zoned, as general business. I mean, I don't see an advantage to that from what he's discussed and what his plans are to do with that. I mean, it's not like building other buildings or other homes or something like that, or turned into apartments, or, I mean, he has the, he's kept the place up and it's been really good, and he wants to contribute to the community and he wants to do the right thing. But I think long-term, he can stay there and live as the homes exist, as the structures exist, as general business.
But you cannot get couldn't use the Homestead Act, or you cannot get a mortgage loan or
Oh, you
anything
can't.
like that. And that's a big problem, because with the medical bills and
Ah.
such.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you.
That helps.
Yeah,
That helped a lot, but that comment right there, not being able to.
that's what I wanted to know. No, that's okay.
It'd be a business loan and not a residential.
Any other comments, commission members?
I'd like to know if that's true.
as far as whether he can't get a mortgage or a homestead if it's not zoned
I
residential.
believe there's financial benefit for him to turn it back to residential. I don't know the details of it, but I'm sure that,
And it's relatively a small site, so it's, you know, as far as it staying commercial life, I don't see any benefit to that way.
Well, I mean, if in the future it could be bought with the adjoining properties and it could grow commercial wise. I mean, we're just trying to keep him from changing out of business when it might go back to business. If there's not any benefit to changing out of
But
business.
that's something that can be, you know, down the road. I mean,
And if there is, I mean, if he's not using it as a
too
business,
far down.
if it is residential in fact right now, then it seems right he pay residential taxes rather than business taxes if it's not a business right now. I don't know.
Because they're not operating, whoever.
entertain a motion.
So moved.
A motion from Jerry Cottle to approve the request to change zoning from commercial to residential.
I second.
Oh, Frank, did you second?
Oh, she did.
Dr. Richmond.
She did.
Okay, Dr. Richmond seconded. Motion by Mr. Cottle, Jerry. Second by Dana. Roll call vote when you're ready, Todd.
Raymond Bear,
Yes.
Jerry Cardell,
Yes.
Josh Courtney,
Yes.
Frank Hicks,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Aaron Poland,
Yes.
Dana Richmond,
Yes.
Clayton Schultz,
Yes.
Ron Stewart.
Yes.
We're good.
Now, does everyone have the finding of facts, Todd, in there?
Yes.
Okay. You guys have a finding of facts in your packet, and this is required. So we want to get that back to Todd at some point, preferably by the end of the night, if that could happen. That would be wonderful. Okay, moving on to item 5, old business. 5.1, change of 153.107 area-wide zoning ordinance, docket 00-25. Todd, I'm going to let you share with us.
No.
No?
No, what was it? I mean, we're not ready to do it yet anyway, because it's a change of ordinance. And we haven't done the public notices. I assume we want to go down this road. I remember now. This is that rule change where we're not giving 10%, right?
We're not allowing the
Allowing
executive
the
director
office
to make a
just to make a
decision.
10% change in whatever we do, whether it's a setback variance like what we just gave in the BZA. We don't call that in the office, we do that. It goes to the BZA. So that's this kind of, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling along here, but we're not ready to do it anyway. I just want to keep these things on the docket so that we do take care of it.
Okay,
Okay?
so with this being on the agenda, do we need a tabled motion, Mr.
I'm
Blakefield?
assuming we're talking about removing subparagraph B completely. The director will act as the hearing officer, may grant a minor variance if he or she finds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the language we're talking about removing.
Correct.
And we had discussed this before,
We have.
and was there, I thought this had been removed already, is it not?
I don't know that it went through the proper channels for it to be done correctly. So we have to start over.
I don't think it ever got to the commissioners, and that's why it's still on the docket.
So what we need to do then is, I guess,
Pass it.
re-advertise it
Have to advertise it.
and have a public hearing on this to remove this. And then once that's done, because then they would have to approve it.
Basically what this is, for those of you who may not have been with us for the first time this happened, is the executive director had the was given the power to be able to make decisions within a 10% variance or 10% range of a setback and minor situations like that, rather than it come before the BZA for a variance. So, you know, we've taken that away so that any and all must now come to the Board of Zoning Appeals, or if it applies to the Area Planning Commission, the Area Planning Commission, rather than the executive director being able to make those decisions without our consent. Questions? So how do you recommend that we act, David?
Just table that to the next meeting, and then I'm assuming Todd, you and I can work together to make sure we get a notice of publication, a public hearing put together, and then address it at the next meeting.
Okay, so we're looking for a motion to table 5.1, change of 153.104 area-wide zoning ordinance.
So moved.
Have a motion from Dana Richmond to table this item. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Ron Stewart. We'll do a roll call when you're ready, Todd.
Raymond Bear,
Yes.
Jerry Cadell,
Yes.
Josh Courtney,
Yes.
Frank Hicks,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Karen Poland,
Yes.
Dana Richmond,
Yes.
Clayton Schultz,
Yes.
Ron Stewart.
Yes.
We're good.
Okay, 5.2 fee changes.
Okay, I mean,
Go for it.
so fee changes. I think this was all voted on late December or late 2024. And we wanted to get this in and rolling. I mean, you did a lot of work on it, right? Clayton?
Some, yeah.
And there was a vote, that was before me. And in my opinion is that it's an ordinance change. So we need to go through that whole process of an ordinance change. So public hearing, put it all out there, and then it goes on to the commissioners.
There was some debate during that time as to whether we needed it to have commissioner approval based on some past decision that supposedly occurred. But I think this is the way that we definitely want to do it to keep it fresh. Any questions about that, commission members? Okay. So what do we do with this one, Mr. Glickfield?
Same thing.
Okay, table it?
Yep.
Okay,
Try to have it ready for next meeting.
so do we have a motion to table the fee changes until,
So moved.
okay. Motion from Dana Bloom?
Second.
Dana Bloom, what am I doing? That's my old special ed director. Dana Richmond. Second from Jerry Cottle. Did I get that right?
It's Frank.
Oh, Frank, okay.
It was Frank?
I'm
It was
with-
on that direction, I wasn't sure which one.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
I'm still looking for that other name on here.
it's not there. That's an inside joke between Dr. Richmond and myself. Okay, so we have a motion from Dr. Richmond and a second from Frank Hicks. We are ready for a roll call.
Raymond Bear,
Yes.
Jerry Cadell,
Yes.
Josh Courtney,
Yes.
Frank Hicks,
Yes.
John Pearson,
Yes.
Karen Poland,
Yes.
Dana Richmond,
Yes.
Clayton Schultz,
Yes.
Ron Stewart.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, item 6, new business. I had sent an email to everyone asking for volunteers to join a subcommittee to kind of look over some proposed changes to our APC rules. And then we would come together as a commission and present our thoughts about that. I had 2 responses. Clayton Schultz volunteered to be on that subcommittee, and Dana Richmond volunteered to be on that subcommittee, and Karen Poland volunteered to be on that subcommittee. It's been a while back. So there'll be 4 of us. I will join that with Mr. Glancy. And I think what we'll do is we'll start with kind of where we left off when we were working on this about a year ago. And we had done some research in regard to some questions about the rules that were proposed by Mr. Malat, and he did a very fine job of answering some of those questions. And I believe maybe this commission has seen that at one time, but that's the document that we will start with to review. And then once we feel like we've discussed enough that we can bring some proposals to the full commission, we'll bring them to the full commission for you folks' review, and then we'll see if we can move forward with some revised rules and procedures. Mr. Lansing, any comments?
Sounds good.
You good? Okay. All right, that brings us to number 7. Mr. Glickfield, attorney report?
Do we need to take action to appoint the committee, or is it just?
Okay, should we?
I think you probably have the ability as a chairman to do that, but if you want a motion to,
I'm just curious.
I'm sorry? Okay. Okay.
either way works, I think.
Well, I'll take the power to appoint that committee.
Very good.
Okay. Mr. Goodfield.
Moving on to report, the only thing I have to report is, I was in court recently. If anyone's had any complaints about a property around Fairmount, I've actually received calls as the attorney on a property. We took that in, it's kind of dual health department and APC. Under the guise of health department, we went ahead and addressed the trash issues. Those are currently being addressed. So if anyone out in that area has had complaints about that, that is in court right now, and we did get a favorable ruling to get that property cleaned up. And of course, which doesn't concern this board, but the health department issues also as far as the sewage, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That property was just outside Fairmount, I want to say on State Road 9 towards Madison Grant.
Residential property?
I'm sorry?
A residential?
Yes. I'm sure you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. You
I'm
probably.
pretty sure I know what you're talking about.
Actually, I'm drawing a blank, so.
Across from Back Creek Church,
Yes,
south of Andrews.
Oh, okay.
where it's
On the west side of the road,
small,
I'm
I think
called.
Smalls live near.
I'm the one that called on it. For about 10 years now.
Yeah, well, it's in court and we've,
I've been working with Larry Strange, that's how far back it was.
one of the individuals actually has a warrant out and did not show up in court, so we're waiting for that individual to get arrested, bring in, and then finish the process.
Okay.
Let me know.
That's interesting.
No problem.
Okay, moving to 7.2. Executive Director Glancy, report.
It's been a busy day and I didn't really get anything put out. Let's see, some of those roll off the top of my head here. One of the things I hope everyone agrees that on the old business, trying to keep up and roll up what we've put in place so far, right? With that one rule change or the ordinance change, and then with the fees change. I know we wanted to get that done and started in January, but I think to do it right, we're going down the right road. It just takes some time. So I appreciate all the time. Then the other thing, I'd like to get numbers to the committee for the reports. Again, still just not at that point. One number I'd like to share is for our code enforcement officer that's been here just a short time, 1 month maybe. She's at like 70 cases that are active. And I think it's 10 to 15 that's been resolved. So we're talking about 85 cases that's either active or have been resolved in a month. I think it's been a month, something like that.
Now we have.
So, compared to where we were at before, it was 35 cases in 6 months. So, as a comparison, I'm a data guy. I like those numbers. I'd like to have them really tight for you, but.
And we had a staffing change. Would you like to share that?
Oh, that's right. So we have an open position. Grace Brown left to pursue a different career option. So we have that position open
And we rolled Nolan.
into the full-time position.
You guys aware of that? Yeah.
Sorry. My head's been someplace else last couple days.
So I know that we approved Nolan for the part-time position. In fact, it was in the minutes. With Grace's departure, he has been moved forward to a full-time position. And now we are in search of a part-time position, if you feel the need for that. Okay. Questions for Mr. Glancy? He has been busy, I can tell you that. Hearing none? Public input. Anyone in the audience like to speak? Please sign in, state your name, address. Be nice to us, Eric.
I hate showing up and only complaining when I show up, right? So I'm Eric Wright, and I live in Fairmount at 81 East, 1050 South, Fairmount. So one of the properties that Mr. Glickfield mentioned, I don't need to talk about. I do call that the cat house because originally it had 100 cats in there, and I think that's why it's condemned for a safety issue. And I hear the rats are about as big as groundhogs out back. So that's been an eyesore for 10 years, and it needs to be cleaned up. So I'm hoping that the county can someday knock that house down because it's a hazard, it's condemned, nobody's able to live in it. The other home I'd like to talk to you about, and this is kind of a current situation, not so much current. There's two issues with this next house, and I'm going to send some pictures around. But this house is located just south of Fairmount on 100 East in the corner of 1050 South. It's 10500 East. And I'm going to just send you these pictures around. But this is getting to be a public safety issue. I've been talking to Todd and Brandy York about this house. Last Thursday, I believe I talked to Todd Friday. And then that evening, a tree fell down on County Road 1050. And luckily nobody was injured, but if anybody's around Fairmount, you know that 1050 South is a very heavily traveled road out of Fairmount to Madison Grant High School and vice versa. Everybody takes that route to the school or to the highway or whatever. So we're talking, it's a lot of traffic. A lot of school buses in the morning, a lot of school buses in the afternoon. This tree is about to fall. It's not a matter of when, or no matter if, it's a matter of when. It's already, one of the branches have fallen already, and it's on a line, a utility line, the fiber optic line, I believe. And they did take out a power line, but they were able to put the power back on last Friday. But for some reason, they didn't go ahead and clean up the limb that's hanging literally on the utility line. So I talked to Brandy today, or she called and left me a message and said the homeowner cannot touch this tree at this point because it's hanging on a utility line. So it's illegal for the homeowner to do it, which the homeowner is not going to do it. I talked to AEP tonight. Can't think of the gentleman's name. He lives in Fairmount. He's going to report this and make sure that it does get turned in to get cleaned up. But he said that the utility company hires out, subcontractors to do this. They're only going to take that limb off that utility line, and the rest of the tree is going to remain. But that tree is going to fall, and it's going to fall to the south, and it's going to fall on the road, and it's going to be when a car or a bus is turning that corner. I guarantee you. You wouldn't believe how much traffic's on that road. So we're going to have to get on this homeowner, unfortunately, to get this tree down. The place is always a mess. He mows the yard maybe once a month. The yard looks fairly decent in the pictures because he just mowed it Friday. It's ironic that I was starting to complain, and it goes and mows it. But the tree's an issue. It's a public safety issue, and I'm afraid somebody's going to get killed or hurt with that tree. That's a big tree. It's been there for 100+ years. As you can tell in the pictures, it's rotten in the middle. Any little wind that we get, it's going to fall over. But the other night there was no wind, and the limb fell down. So I don't know what we can do, but I wanted to make everybody's attention aware of it, and we need to put pressure on this homeowner. It's aggravating if these people want to move out in the country, but yet they don't want to own a lawnmower and take care of the property. And other property owners like myself have to deal with it. And then it takes down the value of everyone else's property. And I hate being that guy, but if somebody told me I'm not the bad neighbor, they are. So it's time to start cleaning up this property. This wouldn't happen in Hamilton County or any other county. We should take pride in our county. Just like this cat house, I've been dealing with this for 10+ years, and we've yet to take care of it. Now, we've gotten more with Mr. Whitfield with it in the last 6 months than we have in the last 9.5 years.
We're gonna get it fixed.
It's a process, I understand that. But it shouldn't take 10 years to get something done. So that's my complaint. But I want to make the county aware of it because it's a safety issue. Somebody's going to get killed or there's going to be a lawsuit. And this guy can't even mow his yard, let alone clean up a tree. So I don't know what we need to do, but we're going to have to put pressure on him first or something.
I'm assuming that we're bound to whatever violations that the Area Planning Commission is responsible for upholding, correct?
Ask a couple questions.
Yes.
Do you know if that's in the county road right away?
The tree
Is
is
that a
not.
county road or a city?
It's county road.
County road, so you don't think it's in the right of way?
No, unfortunately it's not.
Okay, because they could certainly address it then.
Now, because it's on a utility line,
How far off the road is it?
I want to say 10 feet, county road.
It's close.
Yes, it is very close.
Have you talked to the highway department about that at all yet?
I have not talked to the highway department. I don't know if they're the ones that came out the other night and cleaned it off the road or not. But when I talked, or Randy York left me a message and said, that we're gonna have to contact the utility company. And I did, and I talked to them as of around 5
Once
o'clock.
they fix their problem, I'm wondering if the highway department could probably solve that for you. If they believe it's gonna fall in the road, I think
Yeah.
they've got jurisdiction
Yeah,
to address it.
right. Because, AEP, the gentleman I talked to this evening said they're just gonna clean it off that utility line and they're gonna leave the rest of it.
Right.
The pictures show that it's rotten in the middle. It's just a matter of when it's gonna fall over, and it's gonna only go one way. And it'll take down the
I
utility
think they'd
lines.
be very interested in knowing that.
Yeah, and I can
If you don't
contact
mind,
him.
reach out to Mr. White. He
Yes,
can
I know
call me
him.
If he's got any questions,
Yes, I know him, and I can contact him on that as
I'll be
well.
happy to talk to him too.
Yeah,
That's where I started.
but I don't know, I'm just asking the board, is there anything we can do to get the property cleaned up? I mean, just weeds and grass that he mows once,
Only if they're in violation of the code.
and what is the code?
I don't know that I can recite that for you, Gary, but I'm sure that Randy York or
Yeah.
Mr. Glancy can help you with
Well,
it.
I know she's been out, but I don't know if she caught him, but she's not responded to me on whether she was able to visit with them or if she can share that or not. I don't know. I don't know if Todd can answer that question or not.
Yeah, I'd have to get with Randy on exactly what was the last thing. If she's ready, prepared to send them a letter, or
Yeah.
if she stopped by.
I know she stopped by, and I assume she wasn't able to catch him because he does work third shift and he might have been asleep at the time.
Then now that the yard's been mowed, you have a picture of the
Yeah.
yard's mowed.
Yeah, it's
You know.
ironic that he got it
So
mowed.
she's not gonna send him a letter, the yard's mowed.
Yeah. But if you call,
And if
it's all
she's-
mowed
and if
yard, I
there's,
guess that's
you
mowed.
know-
But I'll guarantee you in a month from now, it'll be right back to where it was, because it always is. So.
Is there trash in the debris in the yard?
Well, it depends on what you call trash. There's 3 junk cars that don't run in the driveway. There's a mower that doesn't run. The hood's taken off. The motor is all junk. There's all kinds of stuff in the backyard. He had tents put up to have his material put under the tents, and then the wind about a year ago blew the tents around, and I mean, it's just a mess. It's just a dump. You'd think that it was abandoned the way it looks. That's how bad it is. So.
Yeah, maybe have Randy go out and take some pictures.
I think she's been out there, but yes, it might be a good
Yeah.
Yeah, I
time to
mean,
follow up. I think she was.
I think she's been out there, but I just don't know where,
Right,
exactly where she's at
okay,
today.
thank you.
Eric, I'm not asking who it is, but do you know?
I don't know his name. I've talked to Zirkles, who are his neighbor. They just know his first name and they don't know his last name. I don't know who the gentleman is. I've never even seen the guy out. I mean, like I said, when you go by there, you'd think nobody even lives there.
Yeah.
It's just like
Talk to Randy.
it's just abandoned.
I know the house, I don't.
But it's not abandoned.
I don't know who lives there either.
Yeah, he works third shift. I know he's divorced. That's all I've been told. And
'Cause I'm sure
So,
somebody
it's
is
just-
going to keep that.
it's a danger now. It was an eyesore. Now it's an eyesore plus.
We'll see.
If you find out who lives there, just, if you would, shoot me a quick text,
Yeah.
just let me know.
I just know his first name. I'll have to check with Zirkles again, but anyway, that's all.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Bob Jackson, get it.
Anyone else, public comment? Hearing none, entertain a motion for adjournment. A motion from Karen Boland. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Ron Stewart. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all for coming. Yeah, we'll give those to Todd. Give your finding of facts to Todd, please. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have